Now let's discuss the performance of our servers and networks. So the question is, how much storage and how much bandwidth capacity do we need? If you go into a real case study like that, you simply have to start with assumptions, and here a few are taken. So for our department, we assume we have 150 modules per semester, and in average each module is visited by 80 students. And each student downloads the document only once. And then we have another assumption. Looking at the storage and the bandwidth capacities, we see that videos are by far the most memory costly. So if you compare video to audio, video is, let's say, a factor 100 or 1000 more than audio. And if you compare audio to, for example, PDF, then audio is again a factor 10, 20 higher than a PDF, an average PDF. So if you only focus on video, that's quite okay. And then you can check up, for example, in YouTube, how much storage capacity has, for example, a video, MP4 video of 10 minutes, and you can come up with figures like 20 megabyte. We need figures how long does a semester take, and we have to assume that all data is available right from the very beginning. And one figure I forgot so far is each module we assume will produce 3 hours of compressed video per week. So 180 minutes per week. In addition to the figures given, we have the prices from our cloud provider. And these are really prices we can take, for example, from Amazon S3. What you get here is first prices for storage. And we simply choose the first price we get here. We will not have 50 terabyte, we will have less. So we have a price of $0.0045 per gigabyte. However, we don't have to only pay for the storage, we have to as well pay for the transmission. And again, we take the price here, $0.09 per gigabyte download. You see, these prices differ a little bit, but in a case study we can simplify and simply choose only one price and do not make a complex price calculation. I have summarized now all these figures in this list, and we can directly do a simplification. Looking at these two assumptions, we can now easily see that 3 hours is the same as 180 minutes, which is the same as 18 times 10 minutes. And we know that 10 minutes video need a storage of 20 megabytes. So we can directly say we need 18 times 20 megabyte per week. So let's do the calculation for the storage, and one thing is very important. We just have one copy for all the students when it comes to the storage. We do not store an individual copy for every student. We just have one copy, and if you download, it simply is taken from it. So we have these 100 modules per semester. We have times 15 weeks per module. We do have 18 times 20 megabyte per week. Yeah, we had these 3 hours per week. And now again we can simplify. We put weeks away, modules away, and what stays is the megabyte we have per semester. And for the calculation, I once again use my table calculator. Let's move it up a little bit. And now do the calculation. We have 150 times 50 times 80 times 20, which is equal to 810,000 megabyte per semester. Equal to 810,000 megabyte per semester. And we have a price for gigabyte. Yeah, so we better change our megabyte into gigabyte. So let's do it. Let's divide it by 1024. And we come up with roughly 791 gigabyte. Oops. Equal to 795 gigabyte per semester. So now what are the costs? Here you can see we have a price of $0.005 per gigabyte per month. So the price will be 795 gigabyte times $0.045 dollar per gigabyte, which is, I put it in the calculator, times 0.0045, roughly $3.65. Ah, come on. $3.56 per semester, or per month, really. And as a semester has 6 months, we have to multiply it with 6. So again, I multiply it with 6. So I come up with roughly $21.36 for 1 month. And $21.36 for 6 months. So actually it's not that much, but have a look at the download costs. So let's go for the download. So what we do have is download. We do have 791 gigabyte, and we do have 80 students who will in average download these gigabytes. So we have gigabyte per student, and we then have times 80 students. And we will have a price which is $0.09 per gigabyte download. So times $0.09 per gigabyte. And again, we can simplify. We get the students away, we get the gigabytes away, and what stays is the dollar. So I just go back to my table calculator. So what I do have is now 791 times 80 times 0.09, and this is roughly 5,695.2. So this is equal to $5,695.2 or $0.20. So what you can see, the download costs are far higher compared to the storage cost. And that's what typically is the case if you're going for cloud storage.